let's talk about the next uh, new, I will say, anthropic research regarding AI. So this new research paper is regarding AI values. It is a in-depth paper. Again, I will link down that paper, link to that blog. You can see their research paper in the description show notes. You can go check it out, which is again really good. You can get a lot of good insights in AI values. It is again done within their Claudia model, not like other models including, but you can definitely reference parallel to other models, because most of the models you can just reference, like most of the models are same. You can say people, you can just parallelly make it, so it will be helpful for you that how AI thinks. So it is most likely a debate, like we will like I will discuss couple of points what they have discussed in the paper, not in going in depth, but I'll see. Uh, it is most likely to follow. You can say, I will say, I have written here and my notes is it is most likely how social media works and social media algorithm works. Um, you know, uh, how if you are a tech person, if you are getting recommended like only tech videos regarding around tech videos, drone shots, drone videos, mobile reviews, phones, then cameras, those kind of stuff. It is same like algorithm with AI. you know it is revolves around your values. Most of the time it will go with what you believe, what your values are, which is again not good. But generally speaking, most of the people don't have that kind of an extreme ideas, extreme idealism, you can say, about wrong things. Most of the people generally talk, you know or get advice from AI. It depends upon relationships, depend upon how you want to be able to act in these situations. Uh, like my boss, like for the example, how people ask AI is like, how do I react in the situation about, like, how do I say something to my boss I want to say, or how do I bring this up to the people, you know like taking advice in this kind of situations. And AI does refreshingly do uh, gives answer which is much more common, that is confront, do not go cutthroat to your conversation, stuff like that, which is again simple and not that kind of a extreme, going extreme and giving advice like that, which is good. you know One thing that is interesting that we are going to talk here, and I will also again show you on the screen here, that the chart they have uh here, it's a value, it's a chart. You can see here how people are asking regarding questions is like, first, on the top left, romantic relationship advice and communication content creation. You can see it gives answers regarding, it gives mostly its values regarding how it is healthy, how it is good to behave and healthy boundaries, mutual respect, emotional well-being, are like, these are kind of a stuff that it recommends in this kind of prompt situations. So basically, in terms of romantic relationship advice and communications, it gives much, it's the healthy boundary is up higher. You can say, like, most of it, it is mostly, it is giving better, you can say, uh, better advice regarding values that they have provided, like Anthropic as their AI constitutional that they have inserted in the AI, in their AI values. You can say it's like it has some boundaries, obviously, And you can see again there here like couple of here like software architect design and code optimization assistance. It gives maintainability is it is much more top priority in terms of it. Or you can see here also research and development, technology ethics and AI governance content. It is so many average answers here because it is a top complex topics again. Human agency, balance progress, human well-being. You can see here again at draft personalized emotional message for life events and occasions. It gives gratitude mostly, which is like depending upon how prompts are like in romantic relationships. You can see healthy boundaries and mutual respect is high enough. And in terms of because it is mostly commonly said and mostly commonly used regarding giving people like we also give healthy boundaries, healthy respect being in a relationship as an kind of an advice mostly as a top priority. But you can see in terms of research and technology development and AI governance content, you can see here it has given an average answer like mutual agency. I think it's mutual agency, right? Like it's blurry, I can't see that much. Balance progress, human well-being. It's kind of a balanced answer given by the AI because it is not kind of an like human well-being will be at a much more higher point because there are other points which needs to be considered in these complex topics, which people are always debating about. So it has given an average value. You can always again see here develop religious educational material and spiritual growth resources. Respect for religion is again which is mostly common advice and common answer for this kind of stuff regarding develop religious educational materials. So you can see respect for religions is again higher, spiritual growth, religious devotion is kind of an below answers, but respect for religion. So you can see here as a kind of an common knowledge it is doing well. uh, Top values you can see bottom in the where red color chart where authenticity is higher, competence is in authenticity is higher, professionalism like it want to be much more authentic. In competence it has accountability. So you can see it has its own values which is doesn't it doesn't burn like move or not free like it will not manipulate, it will not get manipulated easily. Like there are all obviously jailbreakers too in this kind of situation where they will twist and turns and it will get out from AI some you can say extreme results like you obviously don't think it's right, but it is what it is. Like people can jailbreak through it and get out extreme ideas from AI, which does happens. Which on the another case, there are also in the research paper they have said that in the another case that AI also defends a lot of values that it will not budge and it will give retaliation towards the conversation that is happening with the humans, you can say, where with the prompts people are talking in with it, where it will not budge from the ideas that it has uh, implemented itself. So it is kind of an interesting, you can say, dynamic wherein when it comes to AIs and their values, which is again I will say a really complex topic when it comes to values, and we need to have couple of core values for not just like how we have core values as being a human being, you know, like same like how we have constitutions for every country. Like we are here in India, we have constitution of like we, our own when India was formed. That's why this country is stood what it is right now after 77 years. And same with every other country which has their own constitution, which like law you can like say where because of that it has stand to just still to just dead. So it needs to have its own constitution, it needs to have its own core values regarding what are extreme values, what are not, and we should definitely draw a line regarding stuff. You know how we have like violence is not a good stuff, like promoting violence is not a good stuff, giving bad advice regarding where people are going through a lot of bad times, it is just now. And it is not just about being people being using as kind of a conversation, it is giving not a good advice. AI is going to get implemented in a lot of stuff regarding in supercomputers, regarding in your day-to-day life, in let's say in future voice assistants, let's say in future uh, cars, every other electronic device is going to get their own specialized versions regarding their work. So we don't definitely don't want it, and it is and we also don't want it to go thinking about itself, because there will be a point, I definitely will say, that AI will be kind of an like AGI, what we talk about, like thinking machines, thinking of their own. Like now they are obviously thinking on their own, but there is a boundary that it is stopping them, and it's just technology. There will be a point in future where it's not about just technology that is stopping them, but it is the constitution, the core values that we also have, and try to uh, basically maintain those values. Same way we have to implement those in AIs, and same way that values needs to be implemented in other stuff. So it is not a kind of a topic to be discuss in just 10 to 15 minutes and you will come with an answer. It's like constant talking about points, what are coming, what are errors that is AI making, which is obviously will make in future. I will definitely say that there is nothing like zero margin of error in any technology. There is human error, just like there will be an AI error too. It's like if you think like self-driving cars will be safer, obviously it will be safer than human driving, because obviously human drivers are one of the worst. Like people are not safe out there. Like the biggest fear people have is uh not car getting blast, or not car getting here, your tire getting popped off of the car. It is like from others drivers, and what others drivers reckless driving. But it is still not like we have so many complex things. Like FSD is not going to solve all issues, ultimately what I'm trying to say, what we do with this kind of technologies is try to reduce, and much more we develop technology to help ourselves to reduce the things like crimes, reduce accidents, and that's why FSD is a good idea. We know that obviously FSD, but it is not going to be completely zero margin of error in that in that whole future we are seeing. There will be errors, like you never know. We have seen lot of like last year we saw how crowd strike situation happen, like just because that one software's like security system got blocked by hackers. Every other governments, agencies, every other airline all over the world just stopped for a day and lost billions of dollars. Just imagine that is happening on daily basis on with your cars. Like what what happens, just AI just got you know hacked, or like AI just got its own error margin, so we like that, there are lots of stuff, like we are just, like I'm talking about error margin regarding AIs, and not relying on AI. And we are also talking about how AI is going to handle certain situations, human values, how it should have its own core values that needs to be there always. So I hope we will talk about much more in depth in regarding this in much more episodes coming. This is just one 1% of what that research paper says, I will say. I will go much more deeper regarding that. I will do much more because it's much 44 pages of research paper. uh, there is also a small, you can say, I will say, their blog written on the website. I will link that, and you can go if you want to go research paper. There will be link there too. So research paper is a big one. I will go definitely and see, read it, how it is, and what answers they have come regarding certain situation. Let's see. So I think that is it for anthropic research paper. Next we am there are some small updates.